Students, last class we discussed about the introduction to macroeconomics. Last class we completed the meaning of macroeconomics, basic concept of macroeconomics, functions of macroeconomics, scope of macroeconomics and the importance of macroeconomics. And today we are going to discussing the remaining part of first lesson. And today we are going to discussing very interesting concept, that is economy and its types. Nearly 198 countries in the world. All the 198 countries are not following the uniform system of economic activities. Every country, they are following their own system of economic activities. For example, the famous economist A.J. Brown explained about these economic activities is, in economic activity means the people earn their livings the following their own system of economic activities. And another meaning is economic activities means the cooperation between producer and worker to produce goods and services for satisfying human needs and fulfill human wants. In all the countries, they are following their own system of activities. For example, the basic concept of economics is divided into 5 major concepts. First one is consumption, production, exchange, distribution and public finance. The consumption and productions are primary economic activities, and other 3 activities, that is exchange, distribution and public finance, is called the supporting activities of primary activities. And on the other hand, the economics activities are divided into 2. One is economic activities and another one is non-economic activities. Economic activities are bank, transportation, mining and other business. And non-economic activities are health, environmental, poverty, education and etc. Both these economic activities are very helpful to functioning the primary activities. And another important concept is the external activities. The country's economic growth is depends upon not only the production activity, not only the consumption activities, not only the economic activities, not only the non-economic activities. It is depends upon external activities. What do you mean by external activities? For example, the external activities are divided into 2. One is export and another one is import. What do you mean by export? Export means the goods and services sold to foreign countries. And import means goods and services purchased from other countries. These external activities are very much helpful to the growth of particular economy or country. Okay, now this concept is explained by, and the above concept is explained by the flow chart functioning of the economy based on activities. The every country's economic growth is depends upon production activity and the consumption activities. These production activity and the consumption activities is succeeded by exchange activities, and the exchange activities was fulfilled by the supporting of economic activities and non-economic activities. Already I explained about the economic activities. For example, health, banking, transportation is known as economic activities. And non-economic activities are environmental, poverty, unemployment, education is known as non-economic activities. And the country's economic growth is fulfilled by the external activities. The external activities is known as export and import. Next, the economies or countries are classified into different categories. We will see one by one. First one is status of development. In common, the people 3 categories. One is rich people, second one is middle people, and the third one is lower class people based on their income. Likewise, the countries also divided into 3 major categories. One is developed countries, advanced countries, modern countries. And the second countries is known as developing countries. And the third one is poor countries, less developed countries, and underdeveloping countries. And we will see one by one. First we will go to status of development is developed countries. What do you mean by developed countries, or what are the characteristics of developed countries? The developed countries must they have high transport facility. Most of the cities are known as modern cities, and they are receiving the highest national income, and the peoples also receive the highest per capita income. For example, in our world, totally 198 countries are available. Among the 198 countries, I listed top 5 countries are known as developed countries. For example, USA, Norway, Germany, Brazil, China. These are the countries are known as developed countries. And the second one is developing countries. The developing countries is national income is compared to developed countries is low. In the 198 countries, only 5 or 6 countries is known as developed countries. Developing countries. For example, India, Russia, Kuwait, Arabian countries, then England. These are the countries are known as developing countries. And the third type of countries is known as less developing countries. Their national income, per capita income, education. The poor countries, they must have less developed transport facility, poor education, poor health, poor business activities is known as less developed countries. And the second one is the system of activities. Every country they have their For example, some countries they are following capitalist country, and some countries they are following called socialist country, and some countries is following the mixed system of economic activities. And the third type of economics is known as scale of activities. Scale of activities is divided into two. One is small scale business, and the second one is large scale business. And the fourth one is nature of functioning. The nature of functioning is divided into two ways. One is static, another one is dynamic. Static means some countries they are following their own system of activities. They are following the standard system of activities. For example, Brazil. And another type of countries they are following different type of economic activities, that is known as dynamic economic activities. And fifth economics is divided into the nature of operation. This nature of operation is divided into two. One is closed economy, another one is open economy. So closed economy means the import is very minimum you compare to other countries. For example, Brazil is the first country with the least amount of import activities. And open economy means the particular country they are depends on another country. So any country to want to start the business in particular country, easily start the business, run the business is easily. That is known as open market economic system. And the sixth concept is nature of advancement. So natural advancement is divided into two. One is traditional, another one is modern approach. So in traditional approach, for example, China, Vietnam, Brazil, Tibet, these are the countries following their own system of agriculture, own system of industry, own system of service sector. And another type of countries, modern economies, for example, USA, England, France, Switzerland, Japan, China, even India, we are following the most modern system of agriculture and industrial sector, even service sector also. And the seventh concept is level of income. The countries or economy is following are divided the level of income. First one is high national income countries. For example, Singapore, China, USA, Brazil, Japan, and some Arabian countries. They are receiving highest amount of national income, and some countries they are receiving only the middle level of national income. For example, Russia, India, and Mali. These are the countries. These are the countries are receiving only the middle level of income. And the low level national income countries are Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and some of the African countries. They are receiving very low level of national income.